Hey, what is up, everybody? Sorry about my voice. I am getting over pneumonia right now, so fun times. But welcome. My name is Harmony, and I decided to go ahead and make this video for you while I got a request for a personalized painting for a little girl. Anyways, so just a little bit about me. I figured I would make this video and just do a little chit chat while I paint. So my name is Harmony. I work full-time, and I'm also a full-time mom of two amazing little girls. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. So yes, my time is pretty committed and stretched very thin. We live with my husband, Joe. We live in the state of Maine, and we stay pretty busy, but I do always manage to find time to do my art. My art is kind of my outlet. It is my stress reliever, and it just kind of helps me get through those days where I just need some time to myself. So I do have a background in art. For as long as I can remember, I've always enjoyed doing art. Growing up, I've always found coloring and painting just kind of a natural thing, and all through high school, anywhere I could, I was drawing or sketching or doodling, and so it just kind of came naturally to me. And so it made sense when I graduated high school to do something art related. I did take a year off, and I moved to Colorado, where I ended up living there for about 12 years. And I ended up going and finding the Art Institute of Colorado. And at the time, they didn't really have a program specific for painting or drawing or anything like that. Not that I wanted to go into. They had like animation and everything, but I knew I didn't want to do animation. So I kind of looked a little bit further into their programs and found graphic design. It seemed just the suitable fit, with everything being digitalized and being on computers and stuff like that. So I ended up spending 3 years there, getting my bachelor's in graphic design, and unfortunately graduated in 2006 when the recession hit. And so as I was graduating, everybody was getting laid off. Nobody was hiring. And so it was a really hard time for everybody. So unfortunately, I did the typical just got out of college with all of my debt now thing, which is finding any job you could at the time. So I ended up waitressing and bartending for a couple of years, and it wasn't until a couple of years later where people started hiring again. And so I did some odd jobs here and there, but really just kind of fell in love with waitressing, to be honest. It's really easy money, it's quick money, and at the time I was in my 20s, and so it made sense to have cash on hand at all times. I mean, what do? You get out of work and then you go party at someone's house until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then you go home and crash for a couple hours, and then you go back to work and do it all over again, kind of a thing. So it just made sense at the time. So yeah, lived in Colorado. It made sense living out there to take up snowboarding, which I hated at first and actually ended up with a huge injury because of that. But towards the end of my time out there, I did find a love for it and really did enjoy doing it, and still do it sometimes. Now being a mom, you kind of become more aware of the abilities of getting hurt, and recovery time is definitely not what it used to be when you're younger. So but yeah, I decided to start a YouTube. I just recently fell back in love with my passion for painting. More so this past 6 months, I want to say, I've kind of fallen in love with watercolor. my medium before was mostly acrylic, and so I kind of fell into watercolor, I guess. You know, didn't really know too much about it, and just kind of, you know, enjoyed it. It's definitely more challenging, I think, for a lot of people, especially, um, you know, if you don't really know how the medium works, and um, if it's just different, I can definitely see how people can get frustrated with it for sure. So here I am. I regretted doing that one really odd eye um, eyebrow thing. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and I was kind of trying to figure out how I could save it. So here I am just being like, oh crap, what did I do? How can I save this? As hard as the medium is, I've kind of fallen in love with it. It's definitely a challenge, which I enjoy. So, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my new YouTube channel. And definitely, if you have any recommendations, suggestions, ideas, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. But I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.